I'm in my second trimester, and this is my second trimester must-haves and my 26-week update. So, a long story short is, if you haven't been to my channel before, I was slacking on posting during my first and second trimester because I've just been so busy, and my first trimester was really tough for me because I was so fatigued and nauseous all the time. Now I am finishing my internship and I have more time, and I will be in LA full-time working on just my business and you know, having a baby. So I'm excited to film these updates for you guys. So this will be my first official update in my pregnancy, and I'm in my 26 weeks, so I'm almost done with my second trimester. But I wanted to document my this, you know, because I want the memories of how I'm feeling. Sorry, she's moving down and putting pressure. Okay, because I want the memories to hold on to. So what I decided to do was to do a second trimester must-haves of what I've just thought that is really key in my second trimester, and then start today doing week-to-week updates of my pregnancy. So I'm in my 26 weeks, so I'll do that second. But first I'll start with my must-haves in case you came to the video just for that. I would say I tried to avoid buying maternity clothes for a while, and that didn't work out well. I tried just living with the belly band and, you know, adapting clothes that I had, like dresses and stuff, but girl, you just gotta break down and get you some maternity clothes. And if you plan on having another baby, the way I justified it is I'll just save them and I'll use them again in my second trimester. But for me, I have gained a lot of weight, more weight than I should have gained, and maternity clothes are just necessary. But I also don't want to spend a lot, so the places that I recommend, which I never really bought clothes at before, I guess I never bought clothes at these places before, are Target. If you want to go somewhere in person, like just say you're like realizing you need something fast, go to Target, or otherwise go to Old Navy. Online they have maternity clothes which are really bomb, really good prices. And there's also pink blush, which I'll show you at the end when I have my bump update. I mean, when I show you my bump. They have some really cute maternity outfits as well. They did send me the jeans that I have on today that I'm going to show you, but I really love them, and I would buy from them even if they wouldn't have sent it to me. So those three: Target, Old Navy, and pink blush. Another must-have has been a humidifier. I have had a lot of like dryness like through the second trimester, especially with it being the summertime and using the AC a lot. So a humidifier really helped me avoid getting sick and to like not be so dry. I got really sick at the beginning of my second trimester, and I was sick for like 4 weeks, and I felt like it was never going to go away. I actually ended up having to take antibiotics because I was so sick for so long. And the humidifier actually really helped me nurse myself back to health. So if you're feeling sick, you might want to try a humidifier. I just got it on Amazon, and I'll link the one that I have below. I think every pregnant lady at least tries a pregnancy pillow. I know some people like it, some people don't, but for me, I love my pregnancy pillow. Like it has replaced my husband, and you know, we'll hold hands over the pillow before we fall asleep, and sometimes we'll like reach around during the night. But for the most part, it's just me and my pillow, and it gives you back support because you have to sleep. You can't, starting I think at 17 weeks, you can't sleep on your back, which I love to sleep on my back, and you have the bump, so you can't sleep on your belly, and I love to sleep on my belly. So you have to sleep on your side, which for me has been really uncomfortable, but I'm getting used to it. Preferably, they say your left side. And so, but once your belly starts getting bigger in your second trimester, you can't lean too much onto your belly, even if you're on your side. So you kind of have to balance like on your shoulder back part of your side and it could just be really difficult without the pregnancy pillow. I also have a wedge, which I'll link down below. It's just a pregnancy wedge. I guess I could go get it. I'll go get it. So this is it. That's the brand that it's by. And there's one side that's a harder side, and there's one side that's memory foam. And you just stick it under your belly, say this is your belly, to give you that support when you're laying on your side. And this has really helped when I'm just laying on my side watching like TV or something, even with the pregnancy pillow. This has been nice to have. And you can just like sit on it, which has been good too. So that's the pregnancy wedge. I'll link that below. The books that I'm using, I'll grab those too. Books that I'm reading because I do want to have a natural birth are Anime's Guide to Childbirth. Currently reading that. Then next I'm going to read this hypnobirthing book. I do want to have a natural birth, and me and my husband are doing classes at the hospital that I'm giving birth at. It's a long story, but I wanted to have my birth at a birth center due to insurance reasons and location reasons around not having one really close to us. That was, you know, that could bill to our insurance. It just didn't work out for me to go to a birth center. So I will be having a natural birth at a hospital. So I'm doing a lot of research on how to make that the most optimal experience. So like I said, we're taking the classes at the hospital, which were more affordable than any of the hypnobirthing classes that I've researched. So I'm really trying to save I say my husband because he's the main breadwinner right now since I'm doing this internship, but us, I guess, as much money as possible. So I am reading this book, and I read this book because I've heard women that just read the book and did the tapes and they were able to use hypnobirthing. I do practice meditation. I already know a lot about breath work. I am a certified yoga teacher, so I feel like reading the book will be enough for me, and taking the like normal the normal classes at the hospital. I also watch a lot of YouTube videos of people talking about hypnobirth, so I feel like I found a workaround of not paying for the really expensive classes, but still getting the information and being able to use hypnobirthing techniques during my labor and delivery. And this book is just really chock full of good information on how to have a natural birth and how to advocate for yourself in spaces like hospitals. So if you guys want me to do a full review on like how it worked out for me after I give birth and natural births in a hospital, I can also do a video on that. Just let me know below. So those are the books that I'm reading. Another second trimester must have, because your boobs just get astronomical, or at least that's mine have. They're like porn star boobs, but not in a good way. Are soft bras without underwire. I've been getting a lot of nursing bras. I had some people hand me down some of their old bras of women that I work with that have been pregnant, and those have been like lifesavers. So then I went and got me some on my own, and then I also got some like this one that I'm wearing. I guess it's inappropriate just to show you. Well, it's a sports bra, so I guess I could show you this one, like these type of bras, and they're nursing bras, and you can just like unclamp them and clamp them. And I really hope to be able to breastfeed my baby, so I'm just speaking it into existence by preparing for it. And those have been really comfortable. Like wire right now, I don't do wire, I don't do thongs. Like I also really got, that's I guess another must have, because I did gain weight. I went and got me from Target these like seamless, really soft underwear, like full expansions. Like, and I think one time, like last week, I was trying to wear like a thong just because I was like, I need to feel sexy. Like I haven't felt sexy in a while. And my husband was, and then I was like kind of getting uncomfortable. He's like, why are you wearing those? And I was like, yeah, because I'm trying to look. He's like, just be comfortable. Like he's just so amazing. And then so yeah, I went back and changed to my little granny underwears. So definitely get you some soft underwears and get you some soft bras, because the body changes are real, and just embrace it and be comfortable. Just be as comfortable as possible. As far as stretch mark prevention, like you can't really prevent them, but minimizing the look of stretch marks because I know they are genetic. I have been using raw shea butter and coconut oil. So basically I got a big bucket of raw shea butter and I melted it down and added like the refined coconut oil, the coconut oil that looks like just regular oil, doesn't like not the thick one, and mix that together because according to research those are like the most highly reliable ingredients to actually help with stretch marks, the appearance of stretch marks. I know a lot of people love bio oil, but I'm really into ingredients. Like I don't even paint my nails because I don't want to expose her to any other toxins. I'm doing enough with the food I was eating. I'm eating healthier. I'll get into that later in my 26-week update, but I want to minimize as much as possible, so I didn't want to expose her to any products. Even like I started buying natural makeup products, which I can link the ones that the company that I like below as well for the natural makeup products. But I know a lot of people use bio oil, but in their ingredients, there are ingredients, if you look at the ingredients, that are not necessarily pregnancy safe. Because I went and like researched all the ingredients that are actually in there, and so I'm like, why am I going to be rubbing this all over, especially during the second trimester, all over my body when, you know, that's going to be the area, especially the bump, that gets to her the most. So I just went the natural method with shea butter and coconut oil, and I love it. And that's like our time. She loves when I rub her down. I do my belly, my sides of my belly, my under my belly, and my boobs. And I try to do like my back and my legs areas when I can, but usually like when I'm laying down, so I don't really get to it if I have to be 100% honest. And so yeah, those are my second trimester must-haves. Now I'll go into updating you guys on my 26th week of pregnancy. I've kind of talked a little bit about how my second trimester has been, but overall it's been much better than the first. I didn't gain back as much energy as everyone told me that I would, but I did gain back some, and the nausea stopped and the vomiting stopped. So from now on, I just want to do like week-to-week updates and just kind of keep up and document the rest of my pregnancy while I can. So just to get into symptoms that I have been experiencing this week. The first one says fatigue, and I can feel it over my eyes. I'm getting tired again. So that's something that's come back. I was really tired in the first trimester, and I'm noticing that I'm starting, as the second trimester winds down, I'm starting to get more and more tired every day. That might have to do with the second thing I was going to mention this week. I noticed that my sleep has been very disturbed lately. I haven't been able to get comfortable because my belly has grown a lot and she's moving a lot at nighttime. It's like, girl, she's like in there having a dance party. It's like, okay, you didn't invite me, Layla. She's just moving and moving. So like last time I literally felt like she was like, I could feel like little feet stomping on my belly in the middle of the night, which was kind of cute actually. But I also am getting a lot to go pee. Like during my second trimester, I didn't have any relief in that area. Like the minimum I would wake up is twice a night. It's usually like 2 to 4 times a night that I wake up to go pee. And sometimes it's not even that much. I'm like, seriously, I had to get up for this little tinkle, but the sensation is there. And I know a lot of my friends that are pregnant, they, during the second trimester, didn't have that, which I was really jealous. They like had a period of like relief where they didn't wake up to pee a lot, but I did. So sleep has been, and then so now it's been harder and harder to fall back asleep because I'm kind of uncomfortable. So that's been a little hard. I also noticed this week that I had a lot of sore legs and my ligaments just aching more. It's at the end of the day, it feels like I like worked out my legs when I didn't. And so that's just another weird thing I've noticed this week. And along with that, it hurts to sit for long periods of time. Like I got my hair braided last week, and oh my god, it was torture to sit there for long periods of time. That's been happening for a while now, because we went to Texas at 22 weeks, and the airplane ride oh, it was harsh. It was so harsh. My back and my hips and oh my God, everything was just hurting me because sitting for long periods of time is just brutal right now. I have been emotional, I would say, but also it's been like this peaceful emotional experience. It's like, I guess because I accept it as part of pregnancy, as part of my pregnancy hormones and experience. When it comes on, it doesn't aggravate me as much. Like, I don't get stimulated as much by the fact that I'm having emotions. It's like, oh, there are those emotions. I'm having some sadness, I'm having some anxiety, and I kind of just like let it pass. So that's been nice. That's been really nice to have. And um, I've had some people in my life that are going through difficult times right now. So that's made things more emotional. And I think because I'm a Christian, one thing that I have liked about this time period is I've been able to pray more and give it over to God more and pray for people in my life more instead of feeling like I have to fix everything and just kind of accepting my limitations. So that's been really good. Um, there was a point in my second trimester where I didn't feel super connected to Layla. Like, I just felt like I feel like I should be feeling more of a connection. It's just like something in my belly. But I had a coworker, and also in this book that I'm reading, suggest talking to her more, and I think that's really worked. Now we have our own little relationship, and I have my own little way of talking to her. So at this week in well, I guess I'm 26 weeks today. So in the 25th week, I felt more connected to her, which has been really, really nice. To just, and it makes me want her to get here even more. So now I'm even more impatient. Um, this video is going to be super long. Sorry. She is moving a lot, which I mentioned. I've noticed that I have been overloaded on advice. Like, people when you're pregnant just feel like they have to tell you, you know, all their tips and everything, which is great. But at this point, it's like, okay, enough, people. Like, I watch YouTube. I have my I have my mom. I have my tribe that has been pregnant before. I don't need random strangers just giving me advice or commenting on my size. So that I've just been overloaded on like the outside advice kind of thing. It's like, okay, got it. I already showed the books that I'm reading. I have had these instances of seeing like flashes of light, like speckles, like dizziness, but also like not blurred vision, but like flashes of like brightness and like lines going across like my vision, which makes me nervous because I have my glucose test in 2 weeks, and I'm hoping that comes back okay. Um, I've had some Braxton Hicks. I usually notice them at night where my belly's just like tightening, but they're nothing too uncomfortable. Um, I've also had uh, a vagina pressure. Sorry, TMI. That's pregnancy. I've had a lot of vagina pressure and increase of like discharge lately. Um, I think she's like a little bit lower, or because she's growing. I don't know, but there are moments when it's just a lot of pressure, and so that also that pressure sometimes my vagina is actually hurting. Um, and I've noticed that I'm also getting sick of working. So I have one more week of this internship. And let me just tell you, I cannot go fast enough. Like, actually, I have a week and a half. But my husband's going to be in San Diego with me that last half of the week to help me move back. So I'm not really counting it because I'm excited for him to be there. Um, and then I'm done. So I'm ready to come back. And then just other physical, oh, sorry, my husband's texted me. He's on his way back. He might walk in. The other physical symptoms that I have had is heartburn and reflux. So that just started this week. I've noticed that I've had great skin lately. Like, my skin hasn't been breaking out. Let me give you like a little closer So if I have makeup on, but you can see there's no texture. But I do have like a pregnancy mask. Like I've noticed that, and I have a little bit of makeup here too. My neck is darker, and there are certain parts of my face that are darker. And then on my boobs, I'm getting like almost like freckles, but some are like lines of like darkness. And my nipples are darker. So I think that's what they call pregnancy mask. I've noticed that that has come on, so I've just been wearing a lot of sunscreen to try to not make it worse. And then the last thing I'll talk about as far as update is I have gained a lot of weight. So I saw the doctor last Friday, and I have gained like something like 36 pounds since getting pregnant. I started off at 125, and my doctor kind of had a coming to Jesus moment. Like, it's not a free pass to just eat what you want and do what you want. You still need to work out and eat healthy like you did before, which I totally agree with him. I think that I just went crazy. Like I said, I was afraid of getting hungry because then I would be nauseous, and I had really bad nauseous and vomiting. So I was just like doing whatever to get me through that first trimester. And I think that those bad habits stuck with me through my second trimester. I just began to eat what I want to. And because I was so tired during my first trimester, I had just stopped working out. I think another aspect of that is I was so busy and away from my husband and having these pregnancy hormones, and I didn't really have a lot of pleasures in my life sometimes during the week because I was just working and seeing clients. And a lot of my pleasure came on the weekend when I would come home and take care of myself. But I think during the week when I was away and missing my husband, I would eat more just to comfort myself. And I wasn't working out, and that just caught up to me. Because at this rate, he's saying like I'm going to be close to 200 pounds if I keep eating like this. So I have changed the way I eat, and I am exercising 30 minutes a day. Which hasn't happened every day, but I'm trying my best. Like I'll go later on just to go walk. When he told me that did affect, pregnancy hormones. Just the way that I saw myself and thought about myself, because I know a lot of women don't gain this much weight. And a lot of women that I know that are pregnant have gained a lot less weight than this. Sorry, I don't want to cry because I did my makeup. So that started to affect like my self-esteem, and I've had people make comments about like how much weight I've gained, and I really don't want to cry because I don't want to redo my makeup. I'm shooting other videos for my other channel today. I have another channel where I talk about my hustle and just like work-life balance. And how to find peace, mind, brain, and spirit. So I want to preserve my makeup. But it just started to affect the way I thought about myself and the way I would see myself when I looked in the mirror. And my husband has been super supportive. He's told me how beautiful I am all the time. But at the same time, I do want to be healthier, not just for me, but for the baby. And I'm taking it lightly. Like, I want to be healthier, but I also don't want to feel bad about myself. And I want to just say, it is what it is. This is unfortunately how much weight I've gained. I'm not going to really beat myself up about it anymore. I'm just going to do the best I can. I know I'm not going to change overnight as far as my eating habits go. And I wish I could be one of those women that only gain like 15, 20 pounds. But I'm not. And, it is what it is. And she's healthy, and everything looks great. So I'm just going to do the best that I can. So that is my 26 week. I will be back now weekly updating on my pregnancy journey. I just want to show you guys my bump before I go. So these are my pink blush jeans. You can see. This is my bump with clothes on. That's the back. And then this is my bump with clothes off. You can see my line at 26 weeks, and these are the jeans. They have this for the pregnancy. And this is my bump from the side. My neighbors probably think I'm crazy because they're out there. So that's the bump. Say hi, Layla. Hi, Layla. So that's my tummy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. So this is exciting. If you like these videos, if you want to give me tips on how to make them better, because this will be my first pregnancy update, I'm open to all suggestions, and please subscribe and follow our journey. Thanks a lot.